to representing England. And I think for a lot of people, it probably helps settle the nerves between them. And I reckon, like, for myself, like, it's great that we have two short format comps, because I reckon that's probably where my strengths lie. So to have another opportunity later in the season to go and try and putting up more performances in is great.
How do you cope with the fame, Dav? Because you've obviously come onto this stage. You've done so well getting that century in the Eliminator last year. Everybody knows who you are. How do you manage to stay grounded?
Oh, I mean, fame's probably a strong word, I'd say.
If you ask anyone in cricket, I reckon they know who you are.
I don't know, maybe. I guess, like, for me, I have a good family and like support network around me, and a lot of siblings that do a great job of keeping me humble and reminding me that I'm not all that.
You were saying you watched the auction with a couple of your teammates. How have you felt with watching them all get picked up?
It's been pretty cool. Me and Tilly made sure we were together when she got picked up, and that was wild. I was meant to be doing this interview, but I was like, I'm really sorry, I've got to stay with Tilly. And like, I've got a video of the reaction. It was like we were going crazy. It was like, I'm so proud of her. It was great knowing like how proud she is of me too. Like, honestly, like moments like that, they stick with you forever, don't they?
Yeah,
but it was great to be able to make so many cool memories with each other.
I think there's one request before the end of this call. You've got to send me that video so we can put it on the socials.
Oh my gosh. I haven't got my lashes on.
Dav, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Well, honestly, I cannot wait to see her play in the 100 later on in the summer. She's such a hoot. She had a great interview there. And honestly, if anybody is wondering why on earth there's a big story about Davina Perrin, I think it's time that we look back on one of the best innings that we ever saw in the 100, or we've ever seen in the 100. It was the Eliminator final just last year, and she scored her first ever century.
Have you done both of these teams on your travels, Kumar? Helped away for the first boundary of the afternoon. Just sliding a little bit onto leg stump there, Izzy Wong.
Down leg side, she's been quite good coming back after a while. It's been skiddy, getting a little bit of seam movement, but this one way down leg side. Davina Perrin, that's not a strong side.
First signs of a
heavy hitters.
Yeah, very good movement again, a little bit fuller this time, just drawing Davina Perrin in. Big shout, little leg side, a fancy. Sweetly driven. That is a lovely shot. Say that is Davina Perrin's real strength, the offside.
I mean, that's incredible timing, isn't it? I mean, just absolutely flew across the square. She's so good to watch. I think one of the dismissal methods for the Spirit when you think you're doing a Perrin is probably two down on the leg side and have a short ball. Short one. Not quite that. Risk with a shorter ball.
Well, she started off looking in good touch here, Davina Perrin. That's her third boundary. Her stride, 12 off 8.
You don't want to be in that area, that length to Davina Perrin.
More runs to be had here as Davina Perrin helps this one away in front of square, over leg side. It will just about make it.
Spirit have to regroup in terms of their planning. They're both pretty straight, but way too full. The wrong field set as well. If you're bowling at the stumps, you don't need a sweeper down. You need probably two on the.
It's another boundary. It's a terrific shot, slightly short.
City body language. And that's an easy put away. Just a swivel, get any bat on it, that's ball. It just seems that the
Brought the offside boundary fielder up. What a shot. That is a fantastic shot. This is a brilliant start from Davina Perry. She's 26 from 13, striking at 200.
absolutely brilliant batting. I don't mind this delivery. It should have been a little bit higher with two fielders down, but that's an absolute smack. My, that's gone miles. So easy as well, her timing.
Yeah, she's a really talented batter. Saw that at the Birmingham Phoenix. And a change of pace now. Dean herself comes into the attack. A bit of turn there. It's always interesting when we've got shut down Davina Perrin, who's 27 from 15. More runs here, although not timed. It was more of a thickish outside edge, so only a couple this time. Good set of 5 from Charlie Dean, 32 from 20. Somerset down the years.
Come on, Izzy. Bumper. One bumper.
Just short of mid-on and a missed field and another boundary for Davina Perrin.
If you're only going to bowl length, you have to go wide of the crease, so the offside is cut off. If you stray in terms of length, you still have mid-on, mid-off, and the batter can access that area as well. This one a bad miss.
More runs here as she flicks this away beautifully through the leg side. Low full toss, hammered away. She's 37.
And just continues and continues well. Davina Perrin with another 6. That one beautifully struck down over, long off.
Good afternoon to you, Delia, and everybody as well who's watching on. This is a wonderful display of hitting by these two openers. I know Tim Richards hasn't had much of the strike, but on it.
Winding up there too.
Yeah, she thought about it. Then the dip.
Again, just wide of long off and to the boundary, beautifully timed. 50 comes up.
Wong, she looked a little bit at sea with the ball going away from her, outside her off stump, and then London Spirit fed a lot of her strengths on the leg side and allowed her to play through the leg side, allowed her to settle in.
That just gets through. And that has been hammered down the ground. Second 50 of the season for Davina Perrin with another 6 to bring it up.
That first 50 came on the 10th of August against Trent Rockets, and it was a brilliant undefeated 72.
This one whipped in the gap, deep mid-wicket, long on. Neither can get there.
They should. She has been superb today.
Needs to get back with a point for at least 2. And that'll be 4. Just could not haul it in.
Just wonder how the Spirit feel they're going to pull this game back, because the moment Perrin is obviously very well set. Richards hasn't faced much of the strike, but she's been in excellent form, and you've still got Litchfield and Sutherland to come. Somehow they're going to have to pull this back.
Only 5 50s scored in the eliminator or the final of the women's comp. 29 balls, that one. Oh, hammered, absolutely smoked. 6 more over deep mid-wicket for Davina Perrin.
Put this one on repeat. That is a magnificent hit. 81 metres it's gone. She's easily cleared that boundary. Just gave herself a little...
Dean is ringing the changes, looking for something, but it's not happening. It is not happening because Davina Perrin continues to time the ball beautifully, and placement is superb.
Saw we what she could do at Trent Bridge. Once she got, she's using it perfectly.
Now has the highest score. It was hurting. And that'll hurt even more. 6 more into the bleachers and take it. Take it, the gentleman in the red hat. Terrific.
Easy she's making this heading look. She's going to feet nicely. She always gets herself into a good position. There's something for the crowd to celebrate. And a good crowd that's come in today as well to witness the best innings we've seen this season.
Push for 2, big boundary. Side against it. Just off the pad, I think. No, given wides. Given wides, and it's gone away to the boundary. Yeah, bit of turn, fair play. Going back to Phoebe Litchfield, I know it doesn't guarantee success, but and wicket for the spirit. It hasn't helped though. It hasn't helped because the runs just keep on flowing. Davina Perrin to 85 and after 50 balls, so halfway stage, the superchargers absolutely flying.
Towards the field, will bounce safely.
But I like this, kind of thinking slightly more creatively. A leg spinner coming round the wicket, trying to bowl.
The offside. Fielders are out there, doesn't matter. Perrin picks the gap again with absolute precision.
Goal by Davina Perrin. She not only hit it, she hit it almost long enough for a 6. And you can have
more. Oh my goodness. The timing and the placement.
Ball at the pads, this one short, turning away. And again, great footwork, great placement. Don't want to jinx it, Mark Butcher.
Chipped in the air, but it'll land short. Hasn't needed to. The ball's just kept going over the boundary. Fielded. Excellently done by Charlie Dean.
Sometimes you just feel a little bit of pressure getting close to a milestone, but no, not this time. Through it gets. Through it gets.
That has been an absolutely stunning innings, and the crowd here at the Oval, not just her family, are on their feet applauding what has been a quite magnificent display of batting. Only the second batter in the women's 100 to make 3 figures. Tammy Beaumont was the first back in 2023, and I think this one has been even better.
Extraordinary innings this has been from Davina Perrin. Absolutely wonderful to watch. 18 years of age, dominating the stage. An innings full of sparky character. Absolutely fantastic.
Go, Noddy.
101 from just 43 balls.
Second fastest 100.
Down, Noddy. Oh, you're back!
Oh no, that might be a bad end. Now, if There's a bit of hand or finger on this, and it's gone onto the stumps. I'm fairly certain that Davina Perrin is a bit short of her ground. It would be a desperate way to go if it is.
Wow, absolutely incredible to relive that Davina Perrin masterclass from the Women's 100 Eliminator in 2025. We've also relived the best bits from the incredible men and women's final last year. So now let's look at the wider picture of the 100 campaign last season. Here are the best bits from 2025.
Over the top of the side screen. Go and fish it out the tap. Get your nets out.
Reverse scoop. In everything she does brilliantly. And that's a way to announce yourself. What an extraordinary start to an innings.
I'm sorry, but that's outrageous. It really, really is. It's outrageous.
And what a shot. Serious shot. No backlift. Iron wrists. And just gets it away behind square.
Edge and gone. Wicket with his first ball. That is an absolute beauty from Chris Jordan.
Oh, what a delivery. Out of absolutely nowhere.
Edged and taken, and Baker is making his mark in this competition.
Well, it was incredible just a moment ago to relive that eliminator, and it was one of the most exciting days in the 100. And that innings from Davina Perrin shows us exactly why. We've just seen a few moments from the wider picture of the season as well, which was fantastic. Some superstar performances and amazing moments. Plenty of drama too. And this year, once again, it's knockout cricket, and we're back at the Kia Oval on Friday, the 14th of August for the 2026 eliminator. Who will make it? Well, we'll have to wait and see. What we do know is that it's always a huge occasion, and it's going to be an amazing couple of games, and you can be there. Just sign up at the100.com for priority ticket access. Tickets for the eliminator will be available from the 24th of March, and the eliminator and final are two highlights. But let's remind ourselves now of some of the best women that will be on show at the 100 this year.
Take a look at that. That is superb. Into the record books once again for Tammy Beaumont.
That is absolutely...
There it is, that slow ball.
That is brilliant from Beth Noonan.
What he timed his draw.
It sounds good.
Superb wicket keeping.
Izzy Wong gets through Hayley Matthews.
There's no ground that can contain B-Dot.
That is superb. Lindsay Smith, so valuable in this format.
Anna King on a hat-trick. And gone! A hat-trick for King.
Quite magnificent display of batting. Only the second batter in the women's 100 to make three figures.
This has been something extraordinarily special.
Well, a warm welcome back to the 100 auction live from Piccadilly Lights in central London, where we're joined by all 8 teams on this groundbreaking day as each team start to shape their future and build their squads, with almost 900 players entering the auction, all hoping to play in the 2026 edition of the 100. Alongside the teams, we've been joined today by our broadcasters Sky Sports and BBC, as well as some of England women's cricketers from a training camp in South Africa via Zoom. We'll shortly be handing back to our auctioneer, Richard Madley, to take us through the remaining players up for grabs and get some expert analysis from our very own Charles Dagnall. Still plenty going on during the afternoon session of the 100 auction.
Okay, it's been a very, very hectic morning and everyone's managed to grab a little bit of lunch and take a breath and reassess what their squads are looking like and what they have to do in the afternoon session. So we've had so many big name signings, both from overseas and also from domestic as well. Let's talk about some of the headlines that was been made today. Now, the first big money signing was up at the Sunrisers Leeds, where £190,000 was spent on the England all-rounder Danny Gibson. Now, Danny's actually had quite a bit of injury problems over the last year. Hopefully they have been rectified, and she's going to be fit and firing for the Sunrisers Leeds this coming summer. Also picked up Jess Jonathan and very cheaply picked up Deepti Sharma, World Cup winner, one of the best T20 international all-rounders in the world, £27,500 for the Sunrisers Leeds. They'll be delighted with what they have done, as will the Southern Brave, who picked up Tilly Courtine-Coleman, the young left-arm spinner, £105,000. Izzy Wong, opening bowler. Now her batting's come on leaps and bounds, £130,000. She'll be playing down in Southampton this year. Now, there's been a couple of sides that haven't really had a great deal to do so far. They've had a bid here and a bid here, bid there, but they also need to have a lot of business done this afternoon, one of which is the Trent Rockets. They've only bought Beth Mooney, albeit for £210,000, but they need to start filling that squad, as do the Welsh Fire, who bought Sophie Devine for £210,000, Em Arlott for £110,000, Sophia Smale for £20,000. So work to do for both of those sides. Birmingham Phoenix, they're pretty much set. They've got little spots here and there that depth need to be added. The London Spirit, similarly, their 4 overseas players, high quality: Cap, de Klerk, Dottin, Grace Harris. As for the Manchester Supergiants, again, it's a matter of depth for them, and My London started to come in towards the back end of the morning, signing Chanel Henry, Nicola Carey, Holly Armitage and Alice Davidson Richards. Kirsty Gordon will also be playing at the Oval next year as well. But those spots, there are certain areas, I'll take you through those a little bit later on, where I think the teams need to be looking this afternoon. Kenzie.
Well, Daggers, it's certainly been an incredible day so far, and with the Hero Player auction complete, we head into the afternoon sessions where there'll be 50 ranked players up for grabs. Now, not long ago, teams each submitted 25 nominations from the auction long list, which could include any unsold players from the Hero Players phase of the auction. Now, from each team's 25 nominations, the next 50 players up for auction have been ranked according to how many teams put them forward. We'll be starting with the players that received the most nominations, and if any players are tied on the number of nominations, their ranking shall be determined on the following criteria: the greater number of international T20 appearances, then if there is still a tie, the greater number of the 100 appearances. There'll be 3 rounds in this ranked players phase, with the first and second rounds containing 15 players and the third round containing 20 players. Before we get there though, it's time for a strategic timeout. Well, a very warm welcome back to the 100 auction, where we're about to get underway with our ranked players phase of our auction. Now, there's no names to be drawn. The teams know which player is coming and when. So let's hand back to our very own auctioneer, Richard Madley, to work through the first 15 of our ranked players.
Thank you very much, and welcome to the next stage of today's auction, the first ever 100 auction. And here are the players coming out in the order in which they were ranked at your choice. And the first player coming out in today's auction, in the afternoon session, it is player number 162. Player 162, that's Rhianna McDonald-Gay. Rhianna McDonald-Gay, all-rounder. Gosh, not much of a career, but straight away Welsh Fire open the bidding. They open at 15,000. They open the bidding at £15,000 now. Welsh Fire straight in 16,000 bid now. Manchester Supergiants bid 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 19,000, 20,000. Nope, 20,000 it is then. That's the bid then. Manchester Supergiants bid £20,000 now. At £20,000 now for Rhianna McDonald-Gay, now at 21,000 now. Sunrisers come in at 21,000. 21,000 the bid now, 22,000, 23,000, 24,000, 25,000, 27,500, 30,000, 32,500, 35,000, 37,500. 40,000, 42,500, 45,000, 47,500, 50,000, 55,000, Supergiants at 55,000 now, 60,000, Sunrisers bid, £60,000. 65,000, 70,000, 75,000. Nope, thank you anyway. It's 75,000 it is now. It's the Manchester Supergiants at 75,000 now for Rhianna McDonald-Gay. £75,000 now. Anybody else now? At £75,000. First player selling in this set today at 75,000. Rhianna McDonald-Gay is selling to the Manchester Supergiants at £75,000. You're all done. And I sell. Sold at £75,000. Manchester Supergiants. My next player on my list is player number 171. Player 7-1. This is Ella McCann. Ella McCann, the batter. And straight away, Welsh Fire raised the paddle at 15,000. Straight at 15,000, 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 19,000, 20,000, 21,000, 22,000, 23,000, 24,000, 25,000, Welsh Fire bid 27,500, 30,000. Welsh Fire still at £30,000 now. 30,000, thank you. At 30,000 it is, and Ella McCann here at £30,000. It's a Welsh Fire bid. £30,000 now. Anybody else now? It's with Welsh Fire at £30,000. Ella McCann is selling then for 30,000 to Welsh Fire. The player is just about to raise my hammer. Asked to stop now. It's okay. The Ellen McCann to Welsh Fire is sold. Thank you very much. Ellen McCann sold to Welsh Fire. And my third player this afternoon is a wicketkeeper, player number 65. 65. This is Sarah Bryce. There is Sarah. Sarah Bryce has a base price of 15,000. Welsh Fire straight away at 15,000. Open the bidding here at 15,000. 15,000 is the opening bid now. Bid on from here. Bid on, will you please, for Sarah Bryce now. I've got the opening bid at 15,000. Just one bidder then at 15,000 it is then. A Welsh Fire bid again at 15,000. Anybody else coming in? Quite sure now? Just one bidder on the base price. 16,000 bid now at 17,000. At 17,000 pounds now. 18,000, Sunrisers. 19,000. 20,000. Sunrisers bid now at 20,000 pounds now. Sarah Bryce. Against you, Welsh Fire at 20,000. You'll need a keeper. £20,000. Sarah Bryce. 21,000. 22,000. 23,000. 24,000. 25,000. No, thank you. At 25,000 it is now. So at 25,000, Sunrisers out. 25,000, Welsh Fire in. Any more now for Sarah Bryce? Bids at 25,000. Sarah's going to Welsh Fire then. £25,000. She's sold for 25,000 to Welsh Fire. Next player up, fourth player today, player 159 is next. Another keeper now, this is Elisa Lister. For Elisa Lister, and I'm looking for £15,000, please. 15,000 bid, thank you. Southern Brave open the bidding at 15,000. Opening up at £15,000, 16,000, bid Supergiants at 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 19,000, 20,000, 21,000, 22,000, 22,000 here, 22,000 Supergiants. Against you, Southern Brave. 23 they're going on now. 23,000 they are, 24,000. 25,000. Bids at 27,500. Out. 27,500 in are the Supergiants at £27,500. Any advance for Elsa Lister? Hammer's raised at £27,500. 30,000 bid, new bidder, Trent Rockets come in at 30. Trent Rockets enter the bidding now at 30,000. No, 30,000 is then. So Trent Rockets at the death, they come in now at 30,000 now for Elsa Lister. Bids with the Trent Rockets at 30,000. My hammer's raised, I'm going to sell Elsa Lister at £30,000 to the Trent Rockets at 30,000. Sold to the Trent Rockets at £30,000. And the fifth player in this afternoon session, it's Bess Heath, player 125. Player 125, another wicket keeper. Looking popular, the keepers. And for Bess there, for Bess Heath, 15,000, please. £15,000 for Bess Heath. A bid for 15,000. Thank you, 15,000. Bid Sunrisers open the bidding. Sunrisers open at 15,000. Bid on now if you want it. Bid on from there. We've got the base price at 15,000. Any more now than 15,000? That's it, the single bid, an opening bid, a closing bid then. £15,000 for Bess Heath. 16,000 bid Trent Rockets, bid 16,000, 17,000, 17,000 now, not yours, 17 is the Sunrisers, whoops, 18 well held, 18,000 now, 18,000 it is. 19,000 Sunrisers bid now, £19,000. 20,000 bid now, Trent Rockets bid 20. Here we are at £20,000 here, 21,000. 22,000. 23,000. Still the Sunrisers, £23,000. Bess Heath, 23,000. 24,000 going on Trent Rockets. 24,000. 25, say the Sunrisers. £25,000 for Bess Heath. 25,000. 27,500. Trent Rockets. No. Oh, wait. Come on. 30,000 is bid from the Sunrisers now at 30,000. Against you now, Trent Rockets. £30,000 and it's Bess Heath. £32,500. You're out at 32,500. Trent Rockets bid now. Sunrisers out at £32,500. 32,500, and that's the bid for Bess Heath from the Trent Rockets. We'll look around. Any more now? Selling then at 32,500. Sold to the Trent Rockets. Thank you very much. That is Bess Heath. Cordelia Griff. So now let's have a quick look at the purse. I think we've, as things start to move into the business end. So remember, I've got 50 players to offer you in this section, and my sixth player up is player number 113. 113, this is Cordelia Griffith. And for Cordelia, I'd like £15,000, please. £15,000 now for Cordelia. 15,000. 15,000 bid. Thank you, Sunrisers. Open the bidding here at 15,000. 16,000 Birmingham Phoenix now at 16,000. 17,000 at 17,000. £17,000 now. 18,000. 18,000. Birmingham Phoenix. No, 18,000 it is then. £18,000 at bid now. Birmingham Phoenix at 18,000. Anybody else now? 19,000. London Spirit now at £19,000. £19,000. London Spirit, 20,000 bid. 21,000. No, 21,000 it is then. Back with London Spirit. Birmingham Phoenix out at £21,000 now. Any more than 21,000 for Cordelia Griffith? Then I'm back in, changed his mind. 22,000. £22,000. What do you think? £22,000. £23,000, say London Spirit. £24,000 going on, Birmingham Phoenix. 25,000. London Spirit bid £25,000. 27,500 bid from Birmingham Phoenix. No, all right, thank you. 27,005 it is then. That is the bid from Birmingham Phoenix for Cordelia Griffith. £27,500. I will sell the player. And she's sold. Sold to the Birmingham Phoenix. That's Cordelia Griffith. My next player coming up this afternoon, my seventh player, is player number 177. That's Alice Monaghan. Alice Monaghan is the next player, all-rounder. 15,000. Welsh Fire I saw straight ahead, 15,000 I saw first. All right, I saw Welsh Fire first at 15,000. 15,000, 16,000. MI come in at 16,000, 17,000, 17,000, 18,000. £18,000. Now, My London now at 18,000. £18,000 the bid now, My London, not yours, Welsh Fire. £18,000 it is now at 18. Anybody else then? That's it then. Alice Monaghan now at 18,000. Asked to wait. I'm asked to wait by Welsh Fire. Of course, I'll wait at £18,000. Bid sits with My London at 18,000. That extra £1,000. 19,000 bid now at 19,000. At 19,000, what do you say, My London now? 20,000 bid now at 20,000. 21,000. 21,000 against you now at 21,000. 22,000 bid now. 23,000. 23,000 bid now. Welsh Fire bidding at 23,000. 24,000. So am I London. 25,000. 27,500. 27,500 now. My London bid. No, you're out now at 27,005 with My London now at 27,500 because Welsh Fire are out. Anybody else coming in now? For Alice Monaghan now at £27,500 and I'm going to sell her. I'm selling her to My London at £27,500. Sold 27,500. Thank you very much to My London. Next player up is player 222. This is Alexa Stonehouse. Alexa Stonehouse is bowler. Player 222. There she is. And for Alexa, 15,000, please. 15,000 bid from Welsh Fire, opening up at 15. Starting the bidding here at 15,000, 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 19,000, 20,000, 21,000. No, 21,000 Welsh Fire. Welsh Fire 21,000. Sunrisers out now at £21,000 here. Anybody else now at 22,000 bidding now? 22, 23,000. Here we are at 23,000, 24,000, say My London. 25 I've got now from Welsh Fire. 27,500. 30,000 bid here now. Still Welsh Fire at 30,000. 32,500. 35,000. At 35,000, 37,500. 40,000 bid now. Welsh Fire still 42,500. And they shake their head. At £42,500 it is then. My London at £42,500 now against Welsh Fire. At £42,500 for Alexa Stonehouse. You're all quite sure now? At £42,500 the bid rests with My London and I sell. Sold My London. Thank you. 42,500. Next player up, player number 11 for number 11. This is Kira Chatley, player number 11. And there is Kira, and straight up go the Welsh Fire, opening the bidding at £37,500. So 40,000 bid now, My London at 40,000. At 40,000 bid now, at 40,000 now against you now at 40. Here we are at £40,000 now from My London. 40,000, Kira Chatley. My London. Welsh Fire opened the bidding. They're waiting at 40,000. 42,500. 45,000. Still My London bidding. You're out. Thank you, Welsh Fire. 45,000 it is now. Bids back then with My London. 47,500. New bidder from the Sunrisers. 50,000 bid now at £50,000. My London. 55,000. Sunrisers. 60,000. 65,000. Sunrisers. 70,000. My London. 75,000. 80,000. My London. Kira Chatley at £80,000. Nope, 80,000 it is then. The Sunrisers are out and you are in. My London at £80,000. Kira Chatley now at 80,000. All done. I sell then for £80,000. Kira Chatley to My London is sold at 80,000. On a run there, My London. Look at that. And the 10th player out of the bag. No, not out of the bag. On my list here, no selections. There's the list there. Player number 197. 197 has been selected. And that is Grace Potts. So for Grace Potts, bowler. Straight up. Welsh Fire opened the bidding, got you 15,000. Welsh Fire straight in at £15,000. Starting off now at 15,000. Will you bid on now? Will you bid on now at 15,000? That's my opening bid. Base price is 15,000. It's bid. Straight in from Welsh Fire. Any advance on that opening bid? Just one bid. That's all I see. That's all I've got. Then I'll sell Grace Potts for a maiden bid, opening and closing at £15,000 to the Welsh Fire. She's sold at 15,000. Welsh Fire. And we could just have a little look at the purse now. Just 10 players into the 50 lots section. So, I'm moving on then. My next player is the 11th player ranked today. Player number 112. 112. This is Jodie Grucock. All-rounder Jodie Grucock, for whom 15,000 is the base price. So, straight in at 15,000 for Jodie. Start me off, please, at £15,000. Start me off at 15,000. 15 bid. Thank you, Southern Brave. Open the bidding here at 15,000. Here we are at 15,000. £15,000. Any advance on that opening bid? Jodie Grucock. 16,000 bid Super Giants, now at 16,000. 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 19,000, 20,000. 21,000. Southern Brave bid at 21,000, 22,000, 23,000. Still Southern Brave at 23,000, 24,000, 25,000, 27,500. Super Giants bid 27,500. Still against the Southern Brave. £30,000, and you're out. 30,000 it is then. Super Giants out. So it's yours at 30,000 now. Jodie Grucock. The bid lies with the Southern Brave at £30,000. Do I see any more for Jodie Grucock? I'll sell the player then to the Southern Brave at £30,000. She's sold at 30,000. Thank you, Southern Brave. Next player is player 229. This is Millicent Taylor. Player 229. Millicent is an all-rounder. And for Millicent Taylor, I'm asking for a base price of 15,000 there, please. An opening bid. £15,000. 15 bid now. Thank you, Supergiants. Open the bidding at 15,000. There's the opening bid at 15,000. Would you bid on from there? I have the opening bid. Is there any more than 15,000 now for Millicent Taylor? I've got the opening bid. Any advance on that bid? Or 16,000 bid. Trent Rockets bid 16,000, 17,000, 18,000. 19,000. 20,000. 21,000. 22,000. 23,000. 24,000. 25,000. 'Supergiants bid 25,000. 27,500. No, and he shakes her head. So at 27,500, bid sits with the Trent Rockets. At 27,500 for Millicent Taylor. Is there any advance on that bid of 27,500? Then, with a bid at 27,500, it's going to the Trent Rockets. Millicent Taylor is sold. 27,500. Player number 44 is our next player. Represented here, Lauren Winfield Hill. For the wicketkeeper, for Lauren. And there, 27,500 is bid to start. Thank you, Sunrisers. Open the bidding at 27,500. Straight in there at £27,500 now for Lauren Winfield Hill. Anybody else for Lauren now at 27,500 now? I've got the opening bid now at 27,500. Not quite sure. Just one bid. To be sold then at £27,500. Sold to the Sunrisers, Leeds. And player number 32 is next. This is Heather Green, player number 32. Heather Green is an all-rounder. There she is. Base price is 27,500. Who'll go first now at 27,500? To start me off, at 27,500. Bid, thank you, Welsh Fire. Start now at 27,500. A Welsh Fire bid at 27,500. £27,500 now, the opening bid now for Heather Graham. 27,500 it is then. I'm going to sell the player. I've got the bid, the maiden bid, the only bid at £27,500. This is Heather Graham to the Welsh Flyer. She is sold at 27,500. And player 109 is next. Eva Gray is player number 109. She's a bowler. And there is Eva, and that base price is 15,000. £15,000. 15,000 bid, thank you. 15 bid to start now. 16,000. 16,000. Southern Brave now at £16,000 now. 16,000 now against you, London Spirit. 17,000 here now at 17,000. 18,000. Oh, 18,000 bid. You're out then at 18,000. Back with Southern Brave then at £18,000. 19,000. New bidding from Birmingham Phoenix now at 19. 20,000. 20,000 bid now 21,000. No, thank you, at 21,000 it is then still Birmingham Phoenix at £21,000 now. This is even 22,000. Fresh bidding Supergiants come in at 22,000. Fresh bidding altogether now at 23,000. 23,000, 24,000 now. 25,000, 27,500, 30,000 bid now. At £30,000 now. It's Birmingham Phoenix at 30,000 now. You're out, Supergiants. So the bid's at £30,000 then. This is for Eva Gray. She's selling then for 30,000. All done now at 30,000. Going to Birmingham Phoenix and sold at 30,000. Thank you. Let's have a quick look now at the purse, if we could. Another 5 lots in. Not many overseas slots available, which I'm sure you've all made a note of. And moving on then into the 16th player this afternoon is player number 101, and that is Joanne Gardner. The all-rounder Joanne Gardner is next up. And for Joanne Gardner, I'm asking 15,000. Looking for £15,000 now. For Joanne here, at 15,000. £15,000. Did you submit Joanne's name at 15,000? You did, thank you. Manchester Supergiants open the bidding. They open at 15,000, starting off at 15. At 15, who's going on from here now? Got the opening bid of £15,000. Joanne Gardner at 15,000. Any more than 15,000? Just the one bid, 16 bid now, thank you. Sunrisers bid 16. Sunrisers bid 16,000. 17,000. No, 17,000 now. At 17,000 it is then. Still, the Manchester Supergiants bid 17,000 for Joanne Gardner, and I'll sell the player at 17,000, unless I see any advance in the room at £17,000. She's sold at 17,000, gone to the Supergiants. Player number 252, coming up, a wicketkeeper, 252, and this is... Sorry. Break now? We'll take a break. Sorry, and the excitement.
Well, everyone might have had a little bit of lunch, but that has not slowed sides down from the bidding process. Some have been a little bit more active than others. Very quickly, I mentioned the Birmingham Phoenix picking up Cordelia Griffith and Eva Gray. London Spirit weren't active at all there. They've still got spots to fill. Maybe we'll see those down the line. Let's look at the Manchester Supergiants. They've only made a couple of purchases in that last bit. Joe Gardner for £17,000, but for £75,000 was Rihanna McDonald-Gay. Thought that they needed a little bit of depth both in batting and bowling. She is a high-quality all-rounder, and I think that's a really good pickup by the Manchester Supergiants, and you should be wanted by quite a few franchises. Let's move to another franchise that was very, very busy during that period. It's MI London, and they spent £80,000 on Kira Chatley right at the top of the shop. They've now, interestingly, I'm not quite sure how they're going to play it. Kira Chatley had a great season for the London Spirit last year, but they do have 3 opening bats now. Kira Chatley, Danny Wyatt-Hodge, Hayley Matthews. How is that going to organise itself? One thing they do have is quality at the top of the order. They also added, on my list, it says get a seamer, Alexa Stonehouse. Tall, languid, left-arm seamer, gets to move the ball in, especially in the power play overs. A really good pickup for my London there. To the Southern Brave, one player who I had my eye on was Jodie Grucock. Real talented left-hander from Essex. Thought she'd go for a little bit more than she did, actually, at £30,000, but adding to that real wealth of batting that the Southern Brave have at their disposal, Laura Wolfart, Maya Bouchier, Jemima Rodrigues. Now add to that Jodie Grucock, another really good pickup. Sunrisers Leeds needed a keeper. They've got one, and someone who is no stranger to Headingley whatsoever. Lauren Winfield-Hill went for £27,500. And again, as an option for them at the top of the order, Bryony Smith, Phoebe Litchfield, Winfield-Hill. How might that play at 1 to 3? We'll find out sooner or later. Litchfield can come in at 3 if need be. The Trent Rockets, well, they needed players, and finally they managed to lift the paddle and get a few into their ranks. Elsa Lister and Bess Heath. Now, they've got 2 keepers. I imagine Bess Heath will probably take the gloves because Elsa Lister is electric in the field. She's got a great pair of hands. Good value as well, £30,000 for Elsa Lister, £32,500 for Bess Heath. And I said they are written down here, they need spinners. Millie Taylor. Absolutely brilliant vitality blast last year, over 20 wickets, left arm wrist spin. She's been working with Jake Lintott for quite some time at Warwickshire. There is a real talent, young bowler, and they've got that wrist spin option at Trent Bridge. And just finally, the Welsh Fire, they have been very active. 4 players picked up in this little section. Ella McCacken, who had a great blast before getting injured for most of the 100 last year. Sarah Bryce, the Scotland international wicketkeeper, value, I think, at £25,000. Grace Potts, really highly thought of young quick bowler from Lancashire. I think she's over in South Africa right now with the sort of 30 players plus with the England team. £15,000 for Grace Potts. And the final overseas spot has been secured by the Welsh Fire. Heather Graham, the all-rounder from Australia, for just £27,500. More spots to fill, more buying to be done. Let's take a break for a moment. Head to Kenzie Benali, who I believe has a former England coach with her.
Daggers, I do indeed. Lisa Kitely is alongside me, my London's women's head coach. Lisa, thank you so much for chatting with us. Obviously, a bit of a quiet start to the day, but certainly ramped up this afternoon. 3 successful bids on the bounce. How pleased are you with the way your squad is shaping up?
Yeah, I was really happy with obviously getting those 3 signings there. It gives us a lot of flexibility and a lot of movement within the game, I think, and options throughout the tournament. So, yeah, really excited with those 3.
And, of course, in the early stages of the 100 auction, it looked as though you were gunning for Sophie Devine. Obviously, she has ended up at Welsh Fire. How tricky is it to adjust your strategy, I suppose, when things don't perhaps go the way you're expecting?
Yeah, well, Sophie's a quality player, so we thought she'd really suit the oval pitch and be pretty destructive there. She's gone down to Welsh Fire, so I don't know where she would rather bat, but she's at Welsh Fire now, so she'll have to cope down there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you spoke in the build-up to the 100 auction about the importance to you for your players to gel with one another and to enjoy being out there in the middle. Do you think the players that you've got in the squad so far will do that?
Yeah, I'm really excited to get a few Surrey players back who are really used to playing in their conditions on their pitch. So that's really exciting, and I think it's good for the fans and the brand to have a few homegrown players. So excited for that part of it. And we've got a young group, which will be really exciting and good fun when we get together, I have no doubt.
And from your perspective, Lisa, how excited are you and keen really to get the summer underway as you lead this team hopefully to a successful year?
Yeah, it'd be nice to go back to back and win the 100 twice, but it's a new season, new summer. You know, I feel like we've got a confident squad there, and I was really happy to get Holly Armitage back. She captained very well at the Northern Superchargers last year, so I'm sure she'll have a big effect for us with MI.
And whilst I appreciate you've got to keep your cards relatively close to your chest, you've still got a few slots to fill. So if you could give us a little idea of the strategy perhaps moving forward without giving too much away.
I think what we have is a lot of money left, so we'll definitely look to get some quality domestic players, and we've got some cash there, so hopefully that will help us in the quality that we can get at the back end of the auction.
Lisa, thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to speak with you. Good luck for the rest of the auction. We will, of course, be getting back to the next set of our ranked players shortly, but for now, it's another strategic timeout. Well, it's time now to move on to our next set of ranked players. So let's not waste any more time. It's time to hand back to our auctioneer, Richard Madley.
Thank you. And the next player up in the afternoon session is player number 252. This is Natasha Wraith. Natasha Wraith is the next player up. Wicketkeeper, base price £15,000 to start with there, please. 15 bid to start now. Super Giants bid 15,000. Got the opening bid at £15,000 now. Who's going on from here now? 15,000 for Natasha. Base price bid now at 15,000. Now opening at 15. Any advance on that opening bid? That's it then. Well, she's here to be sold. Natasha Wraith at 15,002. The Manchester Super Giants is sold at £15,000. And player number 170 is Cassidy McCarthy. Cassidy McCarthy is next up. Bowler. And straight away up go the Welsh Fire at 15,000, 15, 16,000, Southern Brave at £16,000 here. At 16,000 bid now to start now at 16, not to start now, it's going on at 16. You were so quick with the opening bid, I just thought we had a bit something going there. That's £16,000 now. I know. Borrow 1,000 at £16,000 here. Still 16,000, 17,000 bid now. Welsh Fire bid 17,000, 18,000, 19,000, 20,000. At 20,000 bid now here at 20, 21,000, 21,000. You're out, thank you. You're in, thank you. At £21,000 now, it's the Welsh Fire's bid now for Cassidy McCarthy. At £21,000, Southern Brave is out. Anybody else coming in now at £21,000, 22,000, thank you. Sunrise has entered the fray now at 22,000. Here we are at 22,000 now against you, Welsh Fire. 22,000 new bidder altogether here. At 22,000, you're out, but thank you anyway at 22,000 then. So fresh bidding altogether for Cassidy McCarthy at 22,000. Bid comes from the Sunrisers Leeds, £22,000, and the player is 23. No, she's not. 23,000. 23, a new bidder. Brent Rockets came in 24,000. 24 bid now. 25,000 bid now, £25,000 now. 27,500. 30,000. 30,000 Trent Rockets now, 32,500. 35,000 bid here, 35 it is now. At 35, 37,500. 40,000 now going on Trent Rockets, 42,500, say the Sunrisers. At 42.5 now. £42,500 now against you, Trent Rockets now. £45,000 bid now. 45 is the bid now. 47,005 going on. Still Sunrise at 47,500. Still against the Trent Rockets. 50,000 bid now at 50. At £50,000 now. 50, 55,000. Sunrisers bid at 55,000. £60,000 bid now at 60. At 60,000 I have. Trent Rocket say 60,000. Cassidy McCarthy at 60. 65,000 now from the Sunrisers here at 65,000. Back and forth now at 65,000. Against the Trent Rockets. £65,000 against you. You're out. Thank you. At 65,000, you're in. Sunrisers bid then at 65,000 for Cassidy McCarthy. Any more than 65,000, my hammer's raised. I'll sell the player. Cassidy McCarthy, 65,000. To the Sunrisers Leeds is sold. Thank you. 65. Player 19, sorry, not player 19, the 19th player ranked in this afternoon's auction is actually number 139, and she is Emma Jones. Emma Jones is an all-rounder. And for Emma Jones, and I've got a base price there, 15,000. So, I saw you first at 15,000, 16,000. 17,000, 18,000. Welsh Fire, 18,000. No, 18,000. Now's your chance to come in now. I've got 18,000 from Welsh Fire. At 18,000 now. £18,000 bid now for Emma Jones. At 18,000. Anybody else now? That's the bid then. At £18,000 a Welsh Fire bid. Emma Jones, 19,000 now. Trent Rockets, 20,000. 20 the bid now from Welsh Fire here at 21,000, 22,000, 22,000 bid now, 23,000, 24,000, 24,000, still Welsh Fire at 24,000 now, 25 bid now, 25 I have. The bid's at £25,000. Back with the Trent Rockets now. Now it's against you, Welsh Fire, at £25,000. Yes, 27,005 is bid now. 27,005 is the bid. £30,000. 30 I've got now from the Trent Rockets now at £30,000. Asked to wait, that's fine. I'll wait a while now. I've got the bid of 30 for Emma Jones. She won't mind me waiting. And 32,500 now. Bid 32.5. Welsh Fire at 32,500. £35,000. Thank you. At 35 it is now. 35 the bid now. And you're out. You're out at 35,000. You're in. The Trent Rockets are in at 35 now. Welsh Fire are out. Any advance now on that bid of 35,000 for Emma Jones? I've got the bid of 35,000 and I'll sell then. Trent Rockets bid at 35,000. Sold. 35,000. Trent Rockets. And the player number 61. Phoebe Brett is next up. Player 61. Phoebe Brett is a bowler. And for Phoebe, straight in 15,000 bid to start. Manchester Supergiants Open 15, 16,000, 17,000. 17,000 bid now, 18,000, 19,000. Supergiants bid now, 19,000. 20 bid now, 21,000. 21,000 bid now. Welsh Fire asked for time, that's fine. 21,000 it is now. Phoebe Brett. All-round bowler, 21,000. 22,000. 23,000. 24,000. 25,000. 25,000 pounds. Supergiants bid 25,000. So it's against the Welsh Fire at 25,000. You're out. Thank you very much. At 25,000, you're in. Supergiants bid at 25,000. This is Phoebe Brett selling for 25,000. 27,500. A new bidder. A new bidder. Birmingham Phoenix come in at £27,500. No, you're out. Thank you. So fresh bidding all together. In they come at the death. Birmingham Phoenix at £27,500 for Phoebe Brett. We're all quite sure now at 27,500. Sold. Birmingham Phoenix. So let's have a look how the purse looks now. 20 players into this session. And the next player I'm going to offer you then is player number 184. This is Rebecca Odgers. Rebecca is a wicket keeper, and her base price is 15,000. 15,000 now to start me for Rebecca Odgers here at 15,000 bid. Thank you. Southern Braves open the bidding now. Southern Brave open the bidding at £15,000. Opening up. Opening up at 15,000. Who bids on from here now? Who bids on here for Rebecca Odgers? Opening up at 15,000. Am I closing the bidding at the same price? Well, that's the base price met at 15,000. This is Rebecca Odgers selling then to Southern Brave at £15,000. Sold 15,000. Southern Brave. And player number 220. 220, Jemima Spence. Another wicket keeper for Jemima Spence. And for Jemima, and 15,000 for her, please. £15,000. Thank you. Welsh Fire opened the bidding at 15,000. I've got a 15,000 bid to start. Here we are at 15, bid on now at 15,000 for Jemima at £15,000 here. Here we are, we've got the base price met, 16,000, Birmingham Phoenix, 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 18,000, Birmingham Phoenix bid 18,000, 19,000. 20,000, 20,000 bid 21,000. Straight back Welsh Fire now at 21,000. 21,000, 22,000 bid now, 23,000. Still Welsh Fire at 23,000, not you Birmingham Phoenix now at 23,000. 24,000, 25,000. 27,500, 30,000. Welsh Fire bid, £30,000. Welsh Fire at 30,000 against Birmingham Phoenix. Jemima Spence at 30,000. 32,500 bid now, 35,000 straight back. 37,500 going on. No, you're out at 37,500. But the Birmingham Phoenix are in at £37,500. This is Jemima Spence then, selling for £37,500. Or quite sure now, £37,500 going to Birmingham Phoenix. Jemima Spence is sold. Thank you very much. Next player up, player number 34. We saw her this morning. This is Shabnim Ismail. Shabnim Ismail. Overseas bowler. So for Shabnim, £27,500. We'll start with there, please. That is Shabnim's base price at £27,500. Overseas quick, 27.5. Any bid? I'll look for a last time. Call out the price one more time. Is there £27,500 in the room? No, the player is not sold. Player number 37 is an all-rounder. This is Tara Norris, player number 37. Next player I'm offering you today. And Tara Norris has a base price of £27,500. Thank you. Trent Rockets open the bidding at £27,500. They're straight in at £27,500. At 30 bid now at 30,000. Same MI London now. 30,000 bid now at 30,000. £30,000 now against you now. 32.5 now. 32.5 bid. 32.5 is the bid against you, My London. 35,000. 35,000 bid now. No, you're out at 35,000. You're in, My London in at £35,000 for Tara Norris. At 35,000 it is then. Anybody else then? My London bid now at 35,000. This is for Tara Norris. All done now at £35,000. The player is sold. Thank you. 35,000. My London. And the next player up is player 21. Back in the auction again. This is Georgia Adams. Georgia Adams, the all-rounder. And for Georgia, please, £27,500 to start me. Straight in at 27.5. That's Georgia's base price. Who'll bid the base price of 27,500? Is she on your list? Well, she was on your list. You might have filled up now, I'm not sure. Georgia Adams at 27,500. I'll ask one more time. Look round the room. I see no bids. Georgia is therefore unsold. And then let's have a look at the purse. Moving on then, the next player up, it's player number 16. This is Charis Pavley, player number 16. And Charis is an all-rounder for whom I'm asking £37,500 to start the bidding. We're going to start here at 37.5. Bid, thank you, Welsh Fire, open the bidding at 37,500. 40,000 bid now, London Spirit now at 40,000. Bid at 40,000 now against you, Welsh Fire now at 40,000. £42,500 is bid now, 45,000. 45,000 no, or out, thank you, at 45,000 you're in, London Spirit. At 45,000 bid now for Charis Pavley. At 45,000 bids with London Spirit. I'm going to sell the player at 45, 50 bid now, 50 a new bidder, Birmingham Phoenix 55 straight back, 55,000 London Spirit here, 55,000. 55,000 it is now. It's a London Spirit bid. Against Birmingham Phoenix. 60 would be next at 55,000 bid. You're out, thank you anyway. That's your bid then. London Spirit's bid at 55,000 for Charis Pavley. 55, 60 a new bidder now. Trent Rockets come in at 60, 60, 65,000. 65 bid. Still London Spirit at 65,000 now. 70,000, 70, 75,000. London Spirit, 75,000. 75 it is, 80 bid now. Trent Rockets at 80, 85. Still London Spirit, 85,000. 85,000. Thank you. At 85,000, Trent Rockets are out. London Spirits are in at 85,000. Any advance now on that bid of 85,000 that sits with the London Spirit for Charis Pavley at £85,000. I'm going to sell the player to London Spirit, 85,000. Thank you. Player 179 is next up, an all-rounder. This is Fee Morris. Player 179, and for Fee Morris, straight up, thank you, straight up. First bid comes from Sunrisers Leeds, opening at 15,000. I've got the opening bid straight in at 15,000. Opening up at £15,000. Do you want to go on from there? Anybody else now at 15,000? I've got the bid. Bid on now if you want her. I have the opening bid at 15,000. This is Fee Morris. It comes from the Sunrisers Leeds. I see no advance in the room on that opening bid of 15,000. 16,000 bid now, 16,000. 16, I know, 16, 17,000. That's what happens, I know, 17,000. At 17,000, bid with the Sunrisers now. Come on, Welsh Fire. Oh, you go 18,000, 18 now, £18,000. 19,000 bid now, Sunrisers now, 19,000. £19,000 then. What are you saying in Wales now at 19,000? £20,000 bid now at 20, thank you. You're out at £20,000. So now the bids with Wales. With the Welsh Fire at £20,000, it's Fee Morris selling at 20,000. You're all quite sure now. I'm selling Fee Morris for £20,000 to Welsh Fire. She's sold at 20,000. Welsh Fire, thank you. Player 41 is a wicketkeeper. Player 41 is Rihanna Southby. And Rihanna has a base price of £15,000 for Rihanna at 15,000. 15,000. For Rihanna Southby. Anybody? 15,000. I'll look round the room at 15,000. I'm seeing no bids for Rihanna. She's not sold. And player 241 is Rebecca Tyson. Rebecca Tyson is player 241. Rebecca Tyson, who's a bowler. Base price, straight bid now. Manchester Supergiants open the bidding at 15,000. Straight in there at 15,000, bid now. I have the opening bid now, so will you bid on from there? Will you bid on from the opening price that's bid now by the Supergiants at 15,000? Opening bid, closing bid, the only bid for Rebecca Tyson, that's all we need at 15,000, comes from the Supergiants. If you're all done, at £15,000. She's sold at 15,000 and will play for the Manchester Supergiants. And next player is player 163. Now, this is Esme McGregor. Esme McGregor is player 163 for the bowler. All looking very happy on the Supergiants table there. Was that the only one you're happy with all day? No. There we go. 15,000 to start me for Esme. 15 bid now. 15,000. Got you, Southern Brave. Got you 15,000. Got you at 15,000. Bid on now at 15,000. I've got the opening bid for Esme McGregor. Esme at £15,000. 16,000. Birmingham Phoenix. 16,000. Against you now at 16,000. No, that was it. That was it. It was just 16. So the bids for the Birmingham Phoenix, not Southern Brave then. So Esme McGregor is selling then for £16,000. The bid comes from the Birmingham Phoenix. You're quite sure? Sold. Birmingham Phoenix. £16,000. And we'll now take a break.
Okay, we had quite a different type of auction there, where we had some expensive players, we had some sides actually just filling in their squad for a little bit of depth, for a variety of different reasons, and the way that their side may shake up when it comes to playing away from home. So let's start with the Birmingham Phoenix. 3 players that they picked up in that particular section of the auction. Phoebe Brett, the classic left-arm spinner, 27,500. Jemima Spence, 37,500. Don't know a great deal, not seen a huge amount of the 19-year-old from Balham in London, but on Surrey's books, and obviously a talent, but 37,500 is what Birmingham Phoenix think of her. And Esme McGregor, who had a really good vitality blast last year for Essex, £16,000. To the London Spirit, because they made a big splash, and that was Caris Pavley. And £85,000 was spent by the London Spirit on Caris Pavley. Left-arm spinner, a very good one, but a real dominant, hard-hitting batter. So they obviously coveted her and wanted part of that side. £85,000 on the London Spirit. Manchester Supergiants picked up Nat Wraith and Bex Tyson. Tara Norris went to My London. Bex Odgers to Southern Braves. Let's go to Leeds for the Sunrisers as £65,000. I did wonder where Cassidy McCarthy would go. She was at the Trent Rockets previously. Good quick bowler, has an excellent bouncer as well. Good with the new ball and in the middle overs as well. Cassidy McCarthy is going to partner Kate Cross. Also, you've got Annabelle Sutherland as well in the seam bowling department, and Danielle Gibson, who went for £190,000. So lots of seam options now at Headingley. Cassidy McCarthy, the big splash at £65,000. Emma Jones went to the Trent Rockets at £35,000. Fee Morris, the former Manchester Originals off-spinner, adds £20,000 to the Welsh Fire. So let's take a look at how things stand at the moment and where sides have still got to fill. Now, 2 overseas spots, a couple of players unsold I was really surprised about. Georgia Adams has gone unsold. Rihanna Southby, Shabnam Ismail. Now, there's 2 overseas spots that are still available. One by the Birmingham Phoenix, one is the Trent Rockets. Really surprised that Shabnam Ismail will not be playing in the 100 this year. Obviously, things can change down the line, but they still have 2 overseas spots to fill. A lot of the players have been sold. Phoenix are pretty much set at 14 players. Trent Rockets still only have 9, so you expect them to be a little bit more active in the forthcoming session. Looking at the purses still left, Trent Rockets, as you would understand, 145,000 till to spend, and really just sort of pocket change from My London Southern Brave, £50,000, 56.5 for the Birmingham Phoenix. So you can kind of see who's going to be a little bit more active in this last period. The question is, who are the names that have been written down by the squads, by the coaching staffs? Who have they got their eye on? Where are they going to spend their money? That will all become apparent before too long. Kenzie Benali, let's turn to you.
Daggers, thank you very much. Meg Lanning is alongside me, Manchester Supergiants captain. You are one of the few people in the room right now that can probably breathe a sigh of relief. You know, you've got your squad wrapped up. Tell us, how have you found the experience of the 100 auction?
Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed it, seeing from a different perspective, I guess, than just a player. But yeah, really happy with the squad that we've put together. So excited to see how it unfolds now.
And of course, you are the only player here today, so you are obviously heavily involved as captain of this side. How nice has it been to give your insight into your fellow teammates?
Yeah, it's been great to see the strategy side of things and how sort of it all comes together. Had some really good experience with Tom Moody as well, who's seen a few different auctions in his time. So I've been listening a lot of the time, trying to take in as much information as I can, and then where relevant, give my thoughts and info. And yeah, I feel like it's been a really valuable experience for me.
And of course, I think something everybody seems to be saying is, of course, auctions are unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. You look keen to go for Beth Mooney. Of course, Trent Rockets got in there ahead of you. But how important is it that you pivot and go to strategy B, as it were?
Yeah, you've absolutely got to have sort of plan Bs and Cs in case things don't plan out how you ideally would like, and often that doesn't happen. So yeah, obviously it would have been nice to get Moons, but we had other plans in place, I guess, to be able to go down that path, and I think we actually did that really nicely. So we got some really good players sort of pretty early on in the auction, and then we sort of filled the gaps. So yeah, I think we've done really well, and we're certainly happy with what we've got.
And now your squad is looked in. You can get excited for the summer ahead. How much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. I think the 100 is always a really fun competition, very exciting and great cricket. So it'll roll around pretty quick now, so I can't wait to start.
Meg, thank you so much for your time, and settle in and enjoy the rest of the auction. So Manchester Supergiants have their squad locked in. Birmingham Phoenix, the only other team to do so. We'll be back with more players in our auction shortly, but now it's another strategic timeout. So 80 players have gone up for auction so far today, 20 ranked players still to come. So let's get back to our auctioneer, Richard Madley.
And the next player to offer you in this section, it's player number 50. This is Meg Austin. The batter, Meg Austin. And for Meg, please, £15,000. An opening bid, please, for Meg Austin at 15,000. Who'll bid first for Meg Austin at £15,000? Looking for that bid. Seeing no bid for Meg, you're quite sure there's no bid at 15,000. The player's not sold. Player 30, player 236. It's Chloe Tryon. For Chloe Tryon, the all-rounder. And for Chloe, 15,000, please. £15,000. To start the bidding at 15,000 here. Opening up at 15,000. Chloe Tryon. £15,000. Seeing no bid for Chloe. Chloe's unsold. And player number 168. This is Abtaha Maqsood. Player 168. Abtaha Maqsood is next. And for Abtaha, 15,000, please. £15,000. Opening the bidding at 15,000. An opening bid, please. Do I see that bid anywhere for Abtaha Maqsood at £15,000? No bid, no sale. Player number 35 has been called back from this morning's session. This is Stera Callis. For Stera Callis, £27,500 is her base price now at 27.5. At £27,500 to get going now for Stera Callis. 27,500. Is there that bid in the room? Thank you. London Spirit bid. London Spirit bid 27,500. Got the opening bid now at 27,500. Bid on for her. Will you then at 27,500? London Spirit bid. You're all quite sure. I will sell Steracalis for £27,500 to the London Spirit. She's sold at 27,500. Thank you very much, London Spirit. And next player up, it's player number 30 now, all-rounder. Player number 30, this is Georgia Elwis. And for Georgia Elwis, and again, I look for 27,500 as her base price to get going here at 27,500. An opening bid, £27,500, and I'm looking for that opening bid for Georgia. Seeing no bids. No bids for Georgia Elwis. Bid, thank you, Trent Rockets. Open the bidding now at 27,500. Trent Rockets go in at 27,500. 27,500 is a maiden bid. It comes from the Trent Rockets. Anybody else now? Bidding at 27,500. I can sell the player. This is Georgia Elwis going to the Trent Rockets at £27,500. She is sold at 27,500. Let's have a look at the purse again. And then move into the next player. It's player number 76. Player 76 has been selected, wicketkeeper, Ella Claridge. Ella Claridge has a base price of £15,000. Who'll open up here at 15,000 for Ella Claridge at 15,000? 15,000 now, looking for that opening bid. Anybody at 15,000? Ella Claridge now, quite sure. Not sold. But 157 is Katie Levick. The bowler Katie Levick is next. Player 157, for whom 15,000 bid start there. 15,000 straight in to start with bidding here at £15,000 here. An opening bid, the maiden bid of 15,000. Katie Levick. Yes or no for Katie? At £15,000. Bid, thank you. 15,000 I have bid now, I've got 15,000. London Spirit, open the bidding now at 15,000. At 15,000, any advance on that opening bid? That is the opening bid. Could be the closing bid, it's £15,000. It comes from London Spirit, 16,000. Trent Rockets now at 16,000. £16,000 now. 16, against you now at 16, 17,000, 17,000 now. 17,000, 18,000. Trent Rockets bid now at 18,000, 19,000, 19,000 bid now. London Spirit bid 19,000. 20,000 bid now, 20, 21,000, 21,000. Straight back from London Spirit now, 22,000, 22,000, 23,000, 23,000, 24,000, 25,000. 27,500, 30,000, 32,500. Thank you anyway, at 32,500. Bids with the Trent Rockets now. 32,500. Trent Rockets bid. London Spirit out. Hammers raised then for Katie Levick at £32,500. Bids from the Trent Rockets at 32,500. Sold at 32,500. Thank you, the Trent Rockets. And player number 140, 140. There's Eve Jones. And for Eve Jones, the batter. And Eve Jones there, 27,500 is her base price now. To start me off here at 27,500. An opening bid, please, of £27,500. This is for Eve Jones now. 27,500 now. Anybody mark her now? base price of £27,500. She's not sold. Player 235, Ellie Threlkeld, is wicket keeper. And Ellie's base price, player number 235. And her base price is £15,000. 15 bid now. My London Open, the bidding at 15,000. I've got the opening bid here of £15,000 now. Bid on from here. Bid on now. I've got 15,000 now. With My London opening the bidding at 15,000. Looks like they might be closing the bidding then at 15,000. This is Ellie Threlkeld, selling for 15,000. Sold to MI London at £15,000. Player 144 next. This is Mari Kelly. Mari Kelly is a batter. And for Mari, oh, straight in. I was just looking to see what her base price. You're ahead of me. 15,000 bid to start now. Straight in now. Bid 15,000. Got 15,000 bids straight in now. Sunrisers bid. 15, 16,000 now. 16,000. £16,000 here. 16,000, 17,000. 17,000 against you now. 18,000. 18,000, 19,000. 20,000 at 20,000. Now you're out now. 20,000. London Spirit at £20,000 here. Got 20,000 bid now. London Spirit bid 20. Anybody else now at £20,000 with London Spirit? Mari Kelly at £20,000. I sell the player to London Spirit at 20,000. Sold at 20,000. Thank you very much, London Spirit. Again, just a quick look at the purse now at the business end of the day here. Just becomes more and more relevant as the day goes on. There it is. And I've got 10 more players now to offer you in this session this afternoon. Starting with player number 202. 202. Wicketkeeper Georgia Redmayne, there she is. And for Georgia, 15,000, please. £15,000 for Georgia Redmayne. At 15,000 now. An opening bid of 15,000 now for Georgia Redmayne. Do I see that bid now? Yes or no now at £15,000 for Georgia? Any bid now at 15,000? You're quite sure. I see no bid. Georgia's not sold. Player 98, this is Phoebe Franklin. All-rounder Phoebe Franklin, and her base price is £15,000. For Phoebe here at 15,000 now to start me off. At £15,000 now, who's going to go? Who's going first here? An opening bid do I see at 15,000? Phoebe Franklin. At 15,000, I'm seeing no bids. 15 bid now, Southern Brave come in now at £15,000. Bid on from there now, will you? I've got the opening bid. At 15,000 it is now, that's the opening bid. Comes from Southern Brave. This is Phoebe Franklin selling then. Base price of 15. Hammering down for the opening bid of £15,000. She's sold to Southern Braves, 15,000. Player 122 next. This is Laura Harris. Player 122, and for Laura Harris, the batter. And Laura has a base price of 15,000. Got 15,000. Base price of £15,000 now. Who's going to bid then? Who'll start me off? Who'll start me off for Laura now at 15,000? Do I see that opening bid anywhere? Of £15,000. I'm seeing no bids for Laura. Laura is unsold. Player 115 is next. This is 115 is Josephine Groves. Josephine is a bowler with a base price of £15,000. For Josephine Groves at 15,000. Opening up at £15,000. Looking for that base price. Start me off, will you? Anybody 15,000? One last chance. Thank you. 15,000 bid to start now at 15,000. Josephine Groves bidding at 15,000 from London Spirit. got an opening bid now. Bid on from there, will you? Will you bid on from there now? I've got the opening bid. Could be the closing bid. Comes from London Spirit, it's 15,000. Then the player is here to be sold to London Spirit at 15,000. She is indeed sold at 15,000. Thank you, London Spirit. And player 105. 105 for the bowler, Daisy Gibb. Daisy Gibb is our next player in the set. And for Daisy Gibb, I'm looking for 15,000 bid. Thank you, Southern Brave. Open the bidding at 15,000. Opening the bidding at 15,000 is Southern Brave. Who's going on from here? Who's going on now at 15,000? Got the base price bid. Any advance on that base price then? There it is then. Here she is. Daisy Gibb is selling then. Selling to the Southern Brave at 15,000. Just one bidder at 15,000. You're all quite sure at 15. Sold she is at 15,000 and goes to Southern Brave. Quick look at the purse again then. Just a quick update. Just so you know where you are. Okay, that's where we are now. 5 more players to offer you then after this. Next player I've got to offer you is player 182. For player 182, there's Abby Norgrove. Abby's a batter. And for Abby, Abby, 15,000. Excuse me. Abby, £15,000 to start me off there at 15,000. Abby at 15,000 bid now at 15. Welsh Fire bid 15,000. I've got 15,000 bid now. Do I see 16,000 here? 16, 17, 17,000, 18,000 bid Southern Brave now at £18,000 now. Southern Brave bid 18,000, not you, Welsh Fire. I've got the bid 18,000 from Southern Brave now. Bid on now if you want her at 18,000. Against you now, Welsh Fire. At £18,000 it is now. Against you still, Welsh Fire bids with the Southern Brave at 18,000. One more now at 18,000, will you? At £18,000 then. 18, 19,000 bid, 19 it is. 19, 20,000, straight back now at 20, 21,000. Thank you, you're out at 21,000. Southern Brave out, Welsh Fire in, 21,000. For Abby Norgrove at £21,000. Anybody else now at 21,000? I'll sell the player then at 21,000. Abby's selling to Welsh Fire at £21,000. She's sold at 21,000 and will play for the Welsh Fire. My next player to offer you today is player 234. It's Grace Thompson. Grace Thompson, the all-rounder. And for Grace there, I'm looking for 15,000. 15,000 bid now, Sunrisers bid. Sunrisers bid £15,000 here. An opening bid. Starting off at 15 now. Who's going next at 15,000? Opening up at £15,000 then. Is that it? Just the one bidder. That's all I need for Grace Thompson. I've got the one bid of 15,000. It comes from the Sunrisers Leeds. You're all done at 15,000, 16,000 Welsh Fire. Welsh Fire 16,000. That's my job. 16,000, 17,000, 17,000, 18,000, 18,000, 19,000, 20,000 bid now. Welsh Fire bid 20. Welsh Fire bid 20,000. You're out Sunrisers at £20,000. So at 20,000, I know, that's what happens in auctions, isn't it? 20,000, it's with the Welsh Fire at 20,000 now. Here to be sold then. This is Grace Thompson selling now at £20,000 to the Welsh Fire. Sold she is at 20,000 and again goes over to Wales. And player 240. And this is the all-rounder, Phoebe Turner. Phoebe Turner, all-rounder there, and 15,000 bid to start now. Sunrisers open the bidding at 15. Opening up at £15,000 now, 16,000, 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 19,000, 20,000. London Spirit, 20,000, thank you, 20,000 bid now. London Spirit bid 20. At 20,000 now for Phoebe Turner. Anybody else now? At 20,000 then. Sunrisers out, London Spirit in at £20,000. This is Phoebe Turner selling for 20,000 and will play for London Spirits, 20,000. And for player number 47, The penultimate player in this afternoon session, this is Chloe Ainsworth. Chloe's an all-rounder. Player number 47, and for Chloe Ainsworth there. And start me, please. Start me at the base price of 15,000. I'm asking 15. Looking for £15,000 for Chloe Ainsworth at 15,000. Any bid at 15 for Chloe? I'm seeing no bids at 15,000. Therefore, the player will remain unsold. And we'll move on then to the last player in this particular session. This is player number 180. 180, it's Sophie Morris. Sophie Morris is up then. Sophie's a bowler. So for Sophie, I'd like 15,000, please. £15,000 for Sophie Morris. £15,000. Anybody mark Sophie at 15,000? Last chance to bid in this session at £15,000. I'm looking around, seeing no bids. Sophie is not sold. So we'll take another look at the purse, please. After which, we'll take a break.
Well, welcome back to the big wall, and there has been plenty going on in the last section of that auction. Not only that, Alex Hartley has joined me. Let's take a look at the purse remaining as well, because some of the sides are already done. Remember, the lowest amount you can pay for any contract is £15,000. So that means two sides have done their business for today. That is the London Spirit and the Manchester Supergiants. 14 players is the minimum amount of players you have in the squad, a maximum of 16. And let's not forget, 2 players will be available after the Vitality Blasters wildcards as well. So 2 players will be added to each and every squad later on in the summer. Still work to do though for Sunrisers Leeds. They've got 64.5 left. Trent Rockets have £85,000 left, and 56 for the Birmingham Phoenix. So we shall come together. Let me quickly run through who has just been sold. Phoebe Franklin and Daisy Gibb have gone to the Southern Brave. Abby Norgrove, the England under-19 captain, has gone to the Welsh Fire. Georgia Elwis and Katie Levick, 2 solid signings, I think, have gone to the Trent Rockets for 27.5 and 32.5 thousand respectively. 4 players to the London Spirit: Stair Callis, Marie Kelly, Josie Groves and Phoebe Turner. And Ellie Threlkeld, who you know very well, she'll be playing at the Oval at My London. So, what an afternoon, Alex Hartley. What sticks out for you? Because obviously it's a little bit more frenetic.
Yeah.
Clubs are looking for areas they need to secure, maybe a little bit of depth throughout the season, maybe for injury or a lack of form. How do you see it?
Well, I'll tell you what, it was lovely for the Trent Rockets to finally turn up. I was genuinely really worried about them at one stage. I was like, you've got £145,000 left and not very many players left. So I'm glad they've come to the party. They've started bidding. Obviously, Manchester Supergiants, the first team to have spent all their money.
Yep.
Yes, they've got £10,000 remaining. Don't know where it goes, actually. Rumour has it to Daggers, but they've got a little bit of money left, but they're out, as are the London Spirit. Caris Pavley for me, Daggers.
Yeah.
Big signing.
£85,000 for the
Great
London
player.
Spirit, and one of those players that can go under the radar a little bit, but she offers so much.
She does, she's brilliant. You know, another spinner. The spinners have gone for so much money in this competition, and I know that when you think of, you know, franchise comps, you know, you look at India, not very many spinners go over there because they back their local players. Well, it's the same here. We haven't really signed very many overseas spinners. There's been a few, obviously, but the local girls are the ones that have been the big money moves. So Caris, brilliant signing. I just hope she stays fit. She's been plagued with injuries over the last couple of years, so fingers crossed for her she stays fit.
Yeah, Cassidy McCarthy, who went at £65,000 up to Sunrisers. So Kate Cross has got a new ball partner in Cassidy
She needed
McCarthy.
one.
Yes, I have to say, she was probably wondering what was going on. But there is one overseas spot left, I believe. I could be wrong. No, in fact, 2. Trent Rockets have got an overseas spot left. Birmingham Phoenix have got 1 left. Now, they don't have to sign 4 overseas players. They've got 3 at the moment. There's the nominated players still to come. Do you think that both will actually select an overseas player, given what we've got left in the purse?
I would think the Trent Rockets have got so much money left there. They should sign another overseas player. They've got plenty of money in the bank to sign another player. I think that when you look at the Trent Rockets overseas, when you've got 2 of the best all-rounders in the world, they're probably thinking, do we need a 4th? But you absolutely do, because what if somebody gets injured?
Yeah.
What if there's a little hamstring niggle that rules you out for a game or 2? You don't want to then have to play... Look, you can play an extra domestic player. It's not an issue. It's not a problem. But you want to play a best 11.
And the other thing is, with that, if you are to go for another overseas player, there's only going to be one side who's bidding against you. So, and they've only got a certain amount of money left in their purses, so it can only get to a certain amount. That would be quite nice to see the 2 of them facing off, depending on who gets nominated.
Manchester Supergiants start it, but they can't actually bid anyone.
Not at all. Okay. We've still got 1 or 2 more spots to do, but you have been a busybody today. You've been here, on there. You've been on television. You've been also catching up with some of the players via Zoom. And here are some of Al's best bits throughout the day.
Danny Gibson, you've just been sold for £190,000 in the 100 auction to Sunrisers Leeds. Thoughts, feelings, emotions?
Still in shock. Just had to have a cold shower to try and calm down. Didn't really help. But I'm just absolutely buzzing. I'm really excited to be with the Sunrisers. And yeah, I'm just excited for it to start. It feels ages away, but hopefully it'll come around quick.
When you were watching the bidding war happen, because you're obviously watching it live, were you just ridiculously nervous?
Yeah, I was pretty chill, like the whole, obviously we flew to South Africa today, so I was pretty chill the whole flight. And then like as soon as I turned the TV on, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually really nervous now. And then waiting for my name to come out, and then I was lost. I was like shaking, and I was just getting like more and more anxious, and then the bidding war was happening, and I was like, what is happening right now? And I was just like, this is crazy.
Well, Danny, congratulations, you deserve it, and good luck in the 100.
Thank you very much.
Tammy Beaumont, congratulations, you have a new home. You've just gone to the Birmingham Phoenix for £70,000. Firstly, how do you feel?
Gotta be honest, relieved is probably the one. As a player in the auction, it's probably been quite an uncertain week or 2. But yeah, really excited to be going to Birmingham Phoenix. Obviously loved my 4 years with the Fire, but really excited for a change. And I worked a lot with Ali Maiden when he was our assistant coach at England. So I'm really happy to be back working under him. And yeah, I've never had the opportunity to play on the same side as Elise Perry. So that is probably something on the bucket list to tick off, and not have to see her score runs against me, but hopefully for the team.
At what point during the auction because you said you were watching it with a couple of your teammates, did you turn around to your teammates and go, "This is wild"?
I think from the first bid, to be honest with you, I just couldn't believe that they'd like even bid on me to begin with. And yeah, I think once it got to around 50k, I think that's when Dad started filming, and we were like jumping up and down on the bed. Crazy that I'm admitting that out loud, but no.
How does it feel being the most expensive left arm spinner in this competition so far?
Am I?
Yeah. by quite a long way.
No, that's not. Amazing. I didn't even know that. Honestly, I'm on cloud 9. Sorry. That is crazy. Yeah, amazing.
How did it feel? Because you were the youngest player to ever play in the 100. Then you've been the first player to be sold in the 100 auction. You're breaking all these barriers. You got 100 as the youngest player last year. How were the nerves when your name got pulled out first?
I'd love to say it was like loads of like anxiousness and stuff, but I think more than anything, it's quite an exciting time. It's an exciting moment for the game, you know. So I think more than anything, like the heart was beating, I can assure you, but probably more out of excitement than anything. I reckon I kept it a bit cool for the girls though. You know, played the nonchalant card.
Inside, you're texting all your family, going, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, phone's pinging. I'm like, oh.
Oh, absolutely amazing to see some of the players' reactions there as to where they're heading this summer for the most unmissable event of the year. It's going to be amazing, and we are well and truly taking you under the skin here at the auction. And how about taking you access all areas for players on the pitch at the 100? Well, here's the very best moments from the Mic'd Up series last year.
Are you mic'd up, are you, honey?
It's a recording, apparently.
This is like for content, like, I don't know. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Oh, out. Big appeal on Given.
Yeah, Betsy! Lovely jubilee.
Ducky! Mouse! Ducky! Milne, square off! No. Ducky! Benny! Swap! With Beth! Swap!
Oh, hit him!
Oh, that's going to be tight. That's going to be very close indeed.
Oh, so great.
Straight back.
Easy game, this, isn't it?
Pep into cover. I think he's a catcher at cover. I don't think he's going to scoop you. So you want fine leg? What do you think about 2-leg side? What do you think about third man, deep square? Go, please, Wellesley. Up, Greenie. Happy, fine leg, deep square.
Oh, it's cut hard. His first slip is in place. And first flip takes a cracker catch. That was going like a rocket for Colin Cadmore. He loves it.
Yeah, it is. Yes, boy.
Hot damn.
Behind. There's Geordie.
Okay.
An absolute beauty from Sophie Devine.
That was a seed. That's naughty. That is naughtiness.
I can tell by the look in your eyes.
Can you feel the love? Can you feel it too? Can you feel it? Oh.
Ow! Ow!
Oh! Over! Down over!
He clears that front leg and just tries like slogging.
Catch! Yes! We said it!
That's a slip catch.
Let's go in, mate! Oh, what the hell was that?
Well, who's most likely to get a wicket here? Clarkey, reverse straight to you here, Clarkey. Ah! Yeah! That has to be out! Has to be out!
I am ready for a decision for the big screen.
Well done, Russia! Hey, Russia! Yes, boy! Yeah, we love that field!
Yeah. You don't have to be busy. You don't have to hit foot fours every ball. So we're just going to put the foot down now.
Okay.
Oh! How was that one? That's close, isn't it? That's close, isn't it? It's not high. Yeah?
And it's out, it's hitting the stumps. Then I'm going to get you to overturn your decision.
Is that 3? 3 and 5? You can go again, son.
Okay, welcome back to the last portion of the 100 auction. There is still bidding to be done. There are still players to be bought. There's still money to be spent. Look at the giggling faces of Alex Hartley and Tash Farrant alongside me. And this is the situation as it stands at the moment. So, as I mentioned earlier, two sides that are done, Manchester Supergiants and the London Spirit. Their work for the day is absolutely done. There is still the possibility for the Birmingham Phoenix. Remember, maximum squad size of 16, minimum 14, but you've got to have the money in the purse to be able to do that. Phoenix have got an opportunity of getting an overseas player, as do the Trent Rockets. But this section down here, Tash and Alex, is where players need to be filled. What's going to happen, Tash, over the next 15 or 20 minutes?
Well, that's a really good question, Daggers. I think Trent Rockets, they're really looking for that overseas, and I think they're a seamer light, so I think they have the potential. We've seen Shabnam Ishmael go unsold so far, so she's there on the market, and also maybe someone like Lauren Cheetle, left arm seamer. Obviously they had Alexis Stonehouse last year who did really well for them, so I think they're going to need to be gunning for that overseas seamer. What do you think, Al?
Yeah, I totally agree. The thing for me now is looking at this, Sunrisers Leeds, they've only got 10 players. They've got to sign 4 more. They've only got £65,000, like 64.5.
Well, my maths tells me they've got to get 4 players at £15,000 because that's 60 grand, and then you're not going to have a great deal over. So in and around that, so you're looking at sort of base price players. It's what value you can get from those.
Exactly, and now it becomes about tactical, doesn't it? So let's just say somebody like Georgia Adams comes back up and she's a little bit more expensive. Are one of the other teams going to push the Sunrisers so they have to spend a little bit more? Yeah. Then they can only get the minimum amount of players. It all becomes a little bit of a tactical thing. I think when we look at it now, Georgia Adams, Georgia Davis, Rihanna Southby, the wicket-keeper, you know, she's improved her batting tremendously over the last couple of years. She's still seen as a player that would probably bat 9-10 jack.
Yeah.
But do teams think that she's good enough with the gloves to make a starting 11?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it in the past where she has been absolutely outstanding, electric with the gloves and behind the stumps. Georgia Davis was another one you mentioned, the off-spinner, who's got a really good record in the 100 as well. Like you say, 4 players needed, 3 for the Sunrisers Leeds, 3 for the Trent Rockets, 1 for the Welsh Fire. This is a minimum, by the way. They can get a couple more than that, up to a maximum of 16. It's breathtaking stuff, and it really is. Just a final thought on you. Who's got to be the most active regarding what they've got to spend and how many players they can afford to get?
Well, I think I've been banging on about it. I think Trent Rockets, they need to be really strategic in who they pick. They need an overseas and they need a seamer as well. So will we see them go hard in this next round?
Okay, Tash, Alex, for the moment, thank you so much. Well, we've had our hero players, our ranked players, and now it's time to round out the day with the third and final nominated players phase of the 100 auction. Now, a random draw has taken place to determine the batting order, and teams will now go one by one to nominate a player they would like to sign who has previously gone unsold. So not all is lost for some of these players. If a team that's nominated the player is the only team that's interested, the player will be sold to that team for the player's reserve price. If there is interest from around the room other than by the team that nominated the player, the bidding shall commence. So then, here comes the last push for teams to sign players during today's The 100 auction. We know how many slots are left for each team to fill. So let's hand back over to Richard Madley to find out who is going to fill them.
So, welcome back now to the third and final phase of today's auction. Thank you very much for the spirit in which it's all been taking place. It's been a pleasure to be up here. Now, I'm afraid that there are two teams who will not be taking part in the third and final phase. So, Manchester Supergiants and London Spirit, don't take it personally, please, but you have secured the players that you need for today, and therefore I will go through in the order that we drew those teams to make the choice of the player that they would like to be presented, represented, or re-represented. And if you could give the player's number and their name, that would be great. And then you have up to 100 seconds to choose that player. Then I'll open the bidding. If no one else bids on that player, the player is yours at the base price nominated. So therefore, without further ado, I will look to the Trent Rockets. To the Trent Rockets, would you like to nominate the player that you would like?
Yeah, player 194, Charlie Phillips.
Player 194, Charlie Phillips. So there's the bid at 15,000. That's the bid from the Trent Rockets for Charlie Phillips at 15,000. That's the bid. Anybody else bidding on? That's their player then. Charlie Phillips is their player at 15,000. No further bid on Charlie Phillips. Trent Rockets player then. Charlie Phillips at 15,000 is sold. Player number one. There you go. 15,000. Thank you. My London next.
Number 178, Kalia Moore.
Player number 178. Player 178. That's Kalia Moore. And the bid then is 15,000. 15,000 bid now. Bid 15,000 for Kalia Moore. Any further bids on that player? Any further bids on Kalia Moore? This is My London's pick. At 15,000, Kalia Moore. Any more than 15,000. Kalia is yours then. Yours at 15,000. MI London. Welsh Fire, your pick.
Player 21, Georgia Adams.
Player 21, Georgia Adams, is the Welsh Fire pick. Georgia Adams, for the third time today. Welcome back, Georgia. 27,500 her base price is offered. Any advance? 30,000, say the Trent Rockets now at 30,000 bid. At 30,000. That's it. That was it. At 30,000 then. There you go. Trent Rockets at 30,000. So Welsh Fire don't get their pick. Oh, or maybe they do. They've asked me to wait now. No bid. Well, there you are. Trent Rockets take Georgia Adams at 30,000. Unless anybody else, of course, is coming in at £30,000. Georgia Adams, you're going to play for the Trent Rockets at 30,000. Birmingham Phoenix, would you like to make your choice, please? Now let's have a look at the. Let's have a quick look at the. Oh, I missed it there. I was having a quick look at the scoreboard. In fact, we might just run. We're getting so tight that we just might run this after every lot, every player offered now because we are very close. So, thank you, Birmingham Phoenix. Your choice, please.
Number 88, Annery Dirksen.
Player number 88. Player number 88, Annery Dirksen. And your bid's 15,000. Would anybody care to take them on? That's the Birmingham Phoenix choice. Annery Dirksen at 15,000. No bids in advance. 15,000. Looks like she is yours. She'll play for the Birmingham Phoenix at 15,000. Sunrisers, Leeds.
Number 41, Rhiannon Southby.
Player number 41. Player number 41, Rhiannon Southby. So, that's their bid, 15,000 for Rihanna. 15,000, 16,000, Welsh Fire now at 16,000. 16,000, 17,000. 17,000, 18,000. 19,000. 19,000. Sunrisers bid 19,000. 20,000, Welsh Fire now, 20. 20 it is then. You're out then at 20. So at 20,000, they're going to Welsh Fire now. Rihanna Southby is going 20,000 to the Welsh Fire at 20,000, not to the Sunrisers Leeds as nominated at 20,000. I'll sell the player, Rihanna Southby, to the Welsh Fire then at 20,000. Anybody else at 20,000? Rihanna will go for 20,000 and play for Welsh Fire. Now, Southern Brave, waiting patiently, and your nomination?
Player 49, Ellie Anderson.
Player 49, Ellie Anderson. And Ellie's base price is 15,000. Anybody bidding on from there? Ellie Anderson, bid 15,000 from Southern Brave. Anybody else at 15,000? Looks like she's yours then at £15,000. Ellie Anderson will go to you, Southern Brave, 15,000. Now we go in reverse order now. Reverse order, we're going from the bottom to the top. Let's have a look at the purse. So, alas, Southern Brave cannot participate in this part of the auction. Thank you, don't take offence. Therefore, if we're moving back up the order, the next team I will invite to make a choice. Your nomination, please. Sunrisers Leeds.
244, Maddie Ward.
244, Maddie Ward. And your bid is £15,000. The bid's at 15,000. £15,000 for Maddie Ward here at 15,000. Any more than 15,000? That's it then. She is your nomination. Looks like she's yours at 15,000 because she is sold to the Sunrisers. £15,000. Look at the scoreboard. Can we have a look? Okay, got from Rain and Spirits. Let's move up then. Let's move on. Let's have a look, see what Birmingham Phoenix will have the next choice. And who would you like to nominate?
Number 183, Eve O'Neill.
Player 183, Eve O'Neill. So, Eve O'Neill is their pick. 15,000. 15,000 for Eve O'Neill. Anybody else bidding for Eve? Is she on your list at 15,000? I've got the bid. Eve O'Neill is therefore sold to Birmingham Phoenix. Scoreboard coming up. Every player there. Okay. Hands being shaken on the Birmingham Phoenix table. That means they're closed for the day. So, let's have a look. Welsh Fire. Welsh Fire. Who would you like to nominate? You can't? You're out. I'm not even reading my scoreboard correctly. Thank you very much. Don't take offence. I haven't. Moving on then. MI London.
111, Danielle Gregory.
My London look for player 111, Danielle Gregory. And their bid is 15,000 for Danielle Gregory. Anybody else want to come in for Danielle? 15,000. She's sold to MI London. Thank you. Scoreboard is so the Trent Rockets will make the next pick. And who would you like?
55, Samantha Bates.
Player 55, Samantha Bates, is the Trent Rockets pick. Samantha is in at 15,000. At £15,000. So, anybody going to top that bid? That's their pick. Samantha Bates is the Trent Rockets pick. Well done then. I'm going to sell Samantha to the Trent Rockets at 15,000. Samantha's sold. Trent Rockets. Okay, going back down the order now. MI London out, Welsh Fire out. Birmingham Phoenix have got enough players. Looks like Sunrisers. Sunrisers leads.
215, Rachel Slater.
215, Rachel Slater. There she is, 15,000. £15,000 for Rachel. Well done then at 15,000. Rachel is yours then at 15,000. So if we're going back up again, it's going to be Sunrisers again. Sunrisers make the next pick.
174, Flo Miller.
174. Yeah, no, sorry. Go back to Trent Rockets. Aren't I going back up the list? Sorry, I thought I was going up. You're telling me to sell off of Trent Rockets? So I'm starting from the top and working back down again. Are you? I thought I was going down and up. I don't mind. I'm being told. Trent Rockets. I'm sorry. Well, awfully sorry. I'm told I should have offered the Trent Rockets the opportunity to make that pick. I do apologise. Trent Rockets.
136, Grace Johnson.
136, Grace Johnson. And for Grace Johnson, 15,000 your bid at 15,000. At £15,000. 15,000 for Grace Johnson to the Trent Rockets at £15,000. Grace is yours at 15k. Trent Rockets. Working my way back down. So, Sunrisers, yeah? Sunrisers, yeah, exactly, okay. Sorry, thank you, Sunrisers. So your turn.
174, Flo Miller.
Thank you. Player 174. We wouldn't have guessed that, would we? I know. Lucky it's at this stage of the day, isn't it? Florence Miller, there you are. Florence Miller, 15,000 there for Florence Miller. All done then for Florence at 15,000. She's yours at 15,000. Keeping going. Yep, must be you again. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. I think it's got to be. We've got one more player to go. Sunrisers again. Oof. Yeah, I'm up for it. Nobody else is objecting.
Number 80, Claudia Cooper.
Number 18. 80. 80. Player number 80. Player number 80. There she is. Claudia Cooper. Claudia Cooper. She's 15,000. 15,000. She's your last pick. She could be the last player we sell today at £15,000, and she will play happily for the Sunrisers Leeds at £15,000. So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes my side of the affairs today. It's been a great experience. I hope you've enjoyed it too. Thank you very much for your attention and your bidding here at the historic inaugural 100 auction of women. And I look forward to welcoming many of you back tomorrow when we move into day 2 and offer the men players. So go well. Thank you.
Well, it's certainly been a fantastic day here at Piccadilly Lights. Alex Hartley and Charles Dagnall still alongside me. Wow, where do we even begin with that? Before we kind of look at the wider picture of the day, pick out the highlights, perhaps some surprises we may have seen. Daggers, if you could, just take us through that nominated players section. All the teams have now filled their slots. So could you summarise what we've just seen?
Yeah, I will do my best very quickly. The Trent Rockets had quite a few spots to fill. They did it so with Charlie Phillips, Sam Bates, the Australian spinner. You know a little bit about Sam Bates, Grace Johnson as well. As for the Welsh Fire, Rhiannon Southby, the keeper, we were surprised that she wasn't taken up a little earlier. She has gone to the Welsh Fire. The Sunrisers Leeds, they just keep churning out picks in the nominations bit. Maddie Ward, young keeper from Yorkshire, Sheffield United fan, she's been signed. Rachel Slater, Florence Miller and Claudia Cooper. As for the Southern Brave, Ellie Anderson, quick bowler from Somerset, Eve O'Neill. And what I'm really, really pleased about, and this is for the Birmingham Phoenix, they did go with that other overseas player. Sam Bates went to the Trent Rockets, but Annery Dirksen from South Africa, big hitter. She can clear the rope with ease. She's a quality player. I thought Birmingham Phoenix needed some power hitting. £15,000. What a pickup for them.
Well, this morning, the first person you said to me this morning, when we first turned up, before we went on air, you said Anna-Marie Dirksen. Someone has to pick her up, so you must be chuffed.
I'm pretty pleased. Just the last couple to tell you about Killian Moore and Danny Gregory, who we've seen in the 100 before. They are both going to the Oval for My London.
It's been a long day, but I love the enthusiasm at what you're still able to talk about all those amazing signings with. But actually, that kind of sums up the buzz that we've experienced throughout the day. There has been a lot of excitement. And Alex, you've had the joy of actually speaking to a lot of the players. So can you kind of summarise their reactions? I know you spoke with Danny Gregory. I mean, what an exciting start to the day. That was the most expensive domestic signing as a women player. She said she was stunned.
Yeah.
So how was it chatting to her and catching up?
It feels like such a long time ago that we spoke to Davina Perrin, who was the first player to ever be sold in this 100 auction, and then Danny Gibson, unbelievable, the £190,000. She was so happy. She had a huge smile on her face, and I think they've just had a long haul journey to South Africa to play. Like, they're all playing inter-squad games out over in South Africa for England. Sorry, I'll get there eventually. So yeah, look, they're chuffed. She's chuffed. She's gone to Sunrisers. Sunrisers actually went pretty quiet after they bought her. I don't know whether they're a little bit, have we overpaid? I'm not sure what's going on. But look, the girls themselves are over the moon. I've spoken to a few of them, and they've all got huge smiles on their faces.
Yeah, Danny Gibson, understandably, a very happy woman today. You interestingly mentioned there, perhaps overspending early doors, and that's what makes this auction so exciting, because there's so much strategy involved. You don't know what other teams are going to do, Daggers. So is there any teams that have particularly impressed you in terms of the way they've gone about their business today?
I think this is the first time. You've got to remember that this is the first time that this has happened. We've seen from other franchise tournaments around the world the way that auctions work. And especially when the first WPL auction, we're talking about women's cricket, the first WPL auction, and our jaws were hitting the floor because the women's game had never seen individual money like it. Now it's becoming much more of the norm. So Danny Gibson going for £190,000 shouldn't actually be seen as something strange. Now, given but it's comparative to where we were last year when the top bracket was £75,000. And so this is a huge step up. Now, it wows us. Of course it wows us. These players don't know. It is a gamble. Sometimes they might have been retained. They might have already had a direct signing, and you might want that little bit of security to know that you're getting a gig next year.
Well,
that said,
some of the direct signings were absolute bargains in the end.
They really were. And that's...
Aditi Sharma, was it
27,500, and that is the gamble you take. You put yourself into these auctions. Yeah, we talk about the way that big money is spent, but actually what you're looking at as well is the bargains. And some players genuinely will be a little bit disappointed. I imagine Deepti probably is, or Emma Lamb is probably disappointed at £27,500. That said, still playing in the 100, still playing in a world-class competition, and still playing amongst world-class superstars alongside them and against each other. So that is just the nature of the beast, but it has been, breathtaking day. It really has. I mean, it's been non-stop, a great deal of fun. And as regards to winners and losers on the day, it's a difficult one to call because we're just dealing with these sides on paper. How will they all gel? How will they come together as a side? And how will they perform out on the field? That is up in the air.
Yeah, it certainly remains to be seen. But one thing for sure, we cannot wait. So the women's auction may have drawn to a close, but we'll do it all again tomorrow and find out which men's players will fill the squads. Let's get a taste for who we might see go under the hammer.
His second 50 in the 100.
That is now the record for the number of sixes in a 100 game.
Incredible. Possibly one of the best comebacks we've ever seen.
Brilliant change of pace from Harris Ralph.
Got a bit of magic there from Tom Curran.
Hits it again with pace. Finn Allen has 15.
Well, that is good. And that brings up Zach Crawley's half century.
Oh, he's bowled him. Brilliant from Saqib Mahmood.
Oh, yes. The butcher calls, the baker delivers.
Got him, another one. Jordan is on fire here at the Ageas Bowl.
Stop it, Shane Sharp, Reedy. This is amazing.
So there we go. We will be back with the same amount of energy tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning for the 100 auction of the men's players right here at Piccadilly Lights.
Oh, cannot wait. But until then, make sure you keep an eye on the 100 social media channels to see more content from how the women's auction unfolded. We'll see you tomorrow.
We bring you the 100 auction, a brand new moment in the competition's evolution.
Sold!
I'm pretty glad to be going back home in a sense.
Historic bid here in the 100 auction for Danny Gibson.
I'm just absolutely buzzing and really excited with the sunrises.
Player number 10, it's Tammy Beaumont.
We still play for many different reasons. I personally don't play for money or the highest bidder. I think it's where you're going to go and feel valued and connect to a team and connect to the fan base.